Talking about midfielders, obviously is going to be busy for several clubs in this summer transfer window. As I told you in the last video, in the previous video you can find here on the channel, I was mentioning Alex Scott. Bournemouth want to keep the player, Bournemouth are offering him a new contract, Bournemouth would be prepared to include a release clause into the contract to tell the player something like, stay with us one more season, and then in 2027 you can leave and pick your favorite club. Basically, this would be the point, to do something as they did with Antoine Semenyo. So instead of leaving immediately, keeping a release clause and giving the player the possibility to pick the best option possible, but there are clubs pushing to get Alex Scott now. For example, Arsenal are interested. Arsenal made some approaches with people close to the player, so he could be one of the options. Talking about Arsenal, I'm saving his name here now. Manu Kone, many questions if Manu Kone is joining Arsenal. Reports from Italy saying Manu Kone is going to Arsenal, he's almost done, he's advanced, he's close. No. Arsenal at this point are playing down reports on Manu Kone becoming a new Gunners player. Arsenal are focused on different kind of players, and Arsenal are looking at different kind of profiles for the midfield, for Mikel Arteta. When we talk about midfielders, guys, we have to mention once again Matheus Fernandes, because the contacts are going to continue in the next hours and days for Matheus Fernandes. Manchester United are there. Manchester United want to get the player. Manchester United are in direct contact with the player's camp, and the player is very keen on a move to Manchester United. So the discussions on player side are going well with the player and with his camp. Now depends, also in this case, similar to Tonali, on club to club, in this case with West Ham. West Ham start at £85 million valuation for Matheus Fernandes. Ideally, they wanted 100, but the expectation is that they could close the deal around £85 million, not less than this. Manchester United initial discussion with those taking care of the deal is under £85 million. So Man United want to spend less than this. So there is a conversation, there is a negotiation. Don't forget that Man United already signed one midfielder. And that midfielder is going to be Ederson. From Atalanta, it's done, it's completed. So Man United are not in a rush. They want to sign a midfielder, one more for sure, at least one more. But at the moment, still nothing urgent. So Man United want to do the deal for Matheus Fernandes? Yes. Man United are in conversations with the player? Yes. The conversation is going well, for sure, but Man United want to be smart. Don't want to pay crazy transfer fees. At the same time, West Ham want their money, and West Ham make their own valuation of the player. So now there is this game to play. There are more clubs interested in Matheus Fernandes, so Man United will have to be careful to avoid other clubs entering the deal for the Portuguese midfielder. So there are conversations ongoing. I'm sure there will be movement around this very talented Portuguese midfielder already in the next hours and days. And then, talking about movements, today England are going to debut at the World Cup 2026. Morgan Rogers is going to be part of the squad, so nothing is happening today for Morgan Rogers, also because, again, there is the game, so we can talk about the situation in a general way, but let me confirm, Arsenal want to go for Morgan Rogers. Arsenal consider Morgan Rogers as a top target. Bradley Barcola is also on the list, but is not something imminent for Barcola. Morgan Rogers is considered as the perfect player in terms of skills, in terms of attitude, in terms of being on ground, English player. So obviously, for Arsenal, this will be an excellent addition. Arteta already mentioned internally that he considers Morgan Rogers as the ideal signing and the perfect winger. So when you see links with Solis from Club Brugge, a player wanted by Arsenal, this is a separate story. It doesn't mean that Solis is going to Arsenal, so they don't sign Morgan Rogers. No. Solis is kind of opportunity, in addition, on top. So this could be the possibility. For Morgan Rogers, Arsenal are on it. Arsenal are talking with people close to the player. Arsenal are talking already for some time about this possibility. Then, Aston Villa extended this contract a few months ago. Aston Villa are in a very good position, Champions League football, Super Cup, so they're not in a rush to sell. So financially, has to be checked, but for sure, the deal is on for Morgan Rogers and Arsenal. On these guys and much more, I will keep you posted in the next hours, in the next days. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I will see you here on YouTube every single day, and let me know your opinion, your comments here. As always, ciao. But the market is here. Just to give you context, things are happening everywhere. Bayer Leverkusen, exclusive news last night. Just to tell you right now, for the morning, for those who are going to watch this video in the morning, important signing for Bayer Leverkusen. Afonso Moreira from Olympique Lyon, 32 million euros medical test in the next 24 hours. And so here we go for Bayer Leverkusen, adding an important player up front, and that's one of the stories of the last 24 hours. For sure, the movements are several around Europe, around England, and not only. Today we will focus a lot about English clubs, because movements are always there and news are always there. Because Manchester City are accelerating on the deal to sign Elliot Anderson. After the first official bid rejected by Nottingham Forest owner Evangelos Marinakis, a bid worth £106 million plus 15 in add-ons, so a total package of £121 million. Now, after that no arrived from Nottingham Forest, Man City remain in negotiations, remain in conversations. The understanding is that Manchester United will not enter the deal, so Manchester United are not planning for an hijack for Elliot Anderson, as I always told you, and also the player is keen on a move to Manchester City. Even without Pep Guardiola, even with the managerial change, Man City manager will be Enzo Maresca. It's already done since a long time ago, and now we wait for an official statement. But Elliot Anderson still wants to go to Manchester City. So the expectation is for this deal to accelerate in the next days. Let's wait, let's follow the next steps, but for sure Manchester City want to go strong on this one, also because Sandro Tonali, who was the other name I mentioned to you for Manchester City midfield, the other player approached by Manchester City, in this moment is leaning towards Tottenham Hotspur move. Again, we wait on club to club with Newcastle. For Tottenham, it's been a busy 24 hours. Tottenham closed the deal with Brighton for Jean-Paul Van Ecke, the centre-back from the Dutch national team. They pay £52 million. It's a done deal. The player will do the medical in the US and then become a new Tottenham Hotspur player, so a new defender after Senesi on a free from Bournemouth, after Robertson on a free from Liverpool. One more signing for Tottenham, an important one for Roberto De Zerbi. So Van Ecke joining from Brighton, and at that point it's going to be important to understand the following steps on this story, because Tottenham wants Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali is ready to go to Tottenham, so Sandro Tonali is keen on the move, I can confirm that, but we have now to wait club to club with Newcastle.